It's a big historic day. Meanwhile, the proposal from the organizing committee of the Olympic Games Los Angeles 2028 to include 5 new sports in the program has been accepted by the IOC session, and T20 cricket is one of the 5 sports to be in the program at LA 28. Let's in fact listen into the glimpse of the historic announcement made by the Olympic Committee.
One. Is there more than one? If there somebody is too shy that I cannot see them, then no. 2. Then 2 against and abstentions.
1.
2. Now keep it up. Now you're confusing us. Do we have 2 or 3?
Well, joining us live in the studio discussion is one of the best athletes India has ever produced, Anju Bobby George. Anju, if you can hear us. Anju, isn't it a great day for overall Olympic movement and for India, because the cricket world has produced yet another export to the rest of the world. The cricket is finally going to be included in the Olympics. What are your views?
Yeah, definitely it's great news for all the Indians, because 141 session, IOC session, our Prime Minister was extending his willingness to host Olympics in India. And so after that, now cricket is included. See, that is a sure shot medal, that what we can say for India. And and we are now we are getting to field our cricket team in Olympics. So such a great news. So this 141 session, I would say it was a great success actually.
In fact, Anju, this is one of the biggest sporting congregation India has ever seen in the history of the Indian sports. Just take us through how exactly was it? You've been a part of the sports committees and the top schemes and the various Sports Authority of India's leadership team. Tell us, how big was this and how important is it for the budding sportsmen and the sports administrators? Anju, your views.
Yeah, the way how India is taking forward sports, and not only sports, all the arena actually we are trying to excel, and particularly in sports. I'm really glad that I'm a part of this Mission Olympic Cell and various other programs, and Senior Vice President of Athletics Federation of India. So the way how sports is emerging, I never experienced such things before, and the way how our juniors are getting support, and each and every medal actually we are counting and we are measuring, and the support what we are extending to our athletes, it is immense actually. And let's see, the Asian Games result actually, it was measured actually. I can say that measured result. We actually worked a lot. We put a lot of effort, and athletes actually they produce that result. And that is the way how Indian sports is moving further, and now we are ready to host. Some of the other countries are actually backing from in the sense they are not ready to host the event after getting. But India is actually showing the willingness, so we are ready, and we need to show that we are also going to be a superpower in sports. So that's the way how Indian sports is going, and I am really glad that I am also a part of that.
Absolutely, we were very thrilled to see you at the 2003-4 long jump. But also, let's take a step back and ask you the final question here. Do you think we've got enough talent power when it comes to the Olympic sports? We've got the infrastructure. We've been consistently performing, not in Commonwealth Games, but the Asian Games and also the Olympics. But do you think it is the time for India, now that we have talent, we have the infrastructure, and now the willingness with the announcement of Prime Minister Modi to host the Olympic Games in India? Do you think it's time for India to shine in all the three aspects: players, administration and infrastructure. Your views, Anju?
Yeah, definitely. The infrastructure actually we are building even from the grassroots level. Actually, the Khelo India project is one of the examples that we are reaching till the grassroots level. And actually, the talent-wise, we have got many talents in India, and we need to tap them rightly. And for 36, we already started our planning, and we need to search for the talent now. And we are planning to do that. It's already, things are already in line, actually. And infrastructure and the administrative level, the Prime Minister himself is directly involved in this and pushing us beyond our capacity and asking maximum from us, like senior athletes like us, and through SAI, through ministry, and through federations. Everybody is together and going towards, working towards a good outcome. So everything is going in the right direction, and I think by 36 and 32 Youth Olympics also we are planning to bid for India. So such a great news, and such I think this is the best time what Indian sports is getting.
Well, thank you, Anju. That was Anju Bobby George, the famous Indian athlete who's now running and is a leadership team when it comes to administration of sports. Before we end, there's a quick question to the cricketer herself, who's been still playing in the cricket, actively present at the international cricket scene. Tasmeen, are you proud today as a cricketer that it's made it to the Olympic scene?
Yes, definitely. I think it's a great opportunity, not just only for the world to see what cricket has, but as well as associate nations will be able to now compete on that level where they do compete against the best. As we know, the schedule gets really busy for teams that play in the top 10. It's a chance for them to come out and show that they have something to worth being showcased.
Well, for the World Cup, there are various ways how you qualify. Can you take our fans through the qualification process of the continental, especially in the Africa, and then we can move on to the Europe, if you can add on to that?
Okay, so obviously what happens is each country from each different continent, you start with your continental qualifiers. Africa has African qualifiers. If you are not a test playing nation, you find yourself going through the qualifying stage. They actually have them in phases and sequences around Africa. I'm sure same works for other regions outside. From there, they then become on a global platform. Global qualifiers change different countries at different times. This past qualifiers was held in Zimbabwe, where it's seen different teams coming from all over, from the Asian Games as well as from the Americas, right down to teams that had qualified through the African qualifiers process. And from there, it's on to the World Cup.
So right now, when we T20, the World Cup happens, you've got 14, 16 teams actually playing the World Cup. Do you think that that number is going to increase, considering that this is the Olympic Games? I mean, you need to have around 32 kind of a team presence there in some of the sports. And in some sports, you get direct qualification in the classification matches. Do you think with this, the growth of cricket will just explode?
Yeah, definitely. I think we're going to see the game expand on a large wholesome. It becomes more a case of countries no longer needing to look for corporate sponsorship alone to be able to progress their games, to be able to improve their facilities. But more of their Olympic committees now provide a bit of funding as well to help with the growth of the sport as well in the country.
With this news coming in, Tasmeen, you've been actively playing in the circuit for 15 years now at the international level. Do you want to extend your career and look at the 2028 Olympics?
Oh yes, definitely. I hadn't had any thought of leaving just yet, and this just makes me feel like I got a couple of more years left definitely in my boots.
Well, on that positive note, and great day for global cricket and the expansion. That's all we had time for. Keep watching NewsX.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.